What the heck? I swear I got him first. Come on, what is going on here? Seriously? Ugh. Do I need a gaming keyboard or something? I'm so done with this game. I quit. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Scott K. Sorry for that pitiful performance. Either I suck at Overwatch, or I need a gamer-fast optical keyboard with some RGB. Wait, that's what I gotta hear today. Until now, I was always curious about what optical switches were all about, and how they were different versus a standard mechanical switch. A lot of people touted that optical switches were the fastest in the world and how they were so amazing for gaming. Someone once told me, if you use a keyboard with an optical switch, your power level will go over 9,000 and for sure your Overwatch game will be elevated. So, I was able to secure one today to do a quick review and let you know my thoughts on this brother from another mother of a keyboard switch. Let's get started. What we got here today is a Gamakay MK61 60% Hot-Swap Optical Switch keyboard. I chose this keyboard because it's about 50 bucks, it's a Hot-Swap PCB, comes with Gateron Yellow Optical Switches, and has abundance of sweet RGB. The keyboard is a clean white design with a plastic case and PBT double shot pudding caps so you could light up your room like a light show. Included in the box is a keycap remover, a pretty nice white braided USB-C cable, a very basic switch puller, a couple of sample optical switches in case you're curious how a brown or blue feels like, and finally, the user manual. The keyboard comes in two colors, black or white, but I have the white version here. You could download a Gamakay software to customize, but I tried it and it's no QMK, not really worth messing around with. Did I say RGB? It has that for sure. RGB is never a priority on my keyboard features list, but man, this thing does RGB. I was actually surprised at how smooth and even the colors were, and I must say, with the pudding caps, it does look pretty awesome. And there's so many modes also. Take a look at all these modes you could actually toggle through. If you're bored, you could always do a little rave on your desk. This one here is my personal favorite. Oh, just in case you're wondering, why does this video have an odd filmy look to it? I was bored of the same thing over and over, so I shot all the footage in Fujifilm mode. Let me know in the comments if you think this is cool or I should just go back to the standards shooting. So what does this thing sound like stock? Do optical switches sound different than a mechanical switch? I don't expect this $50 keyboard to sound like a $1,000 Duck Orion or even a $500 D65 I've built, but I for sure feel like it can get better with some light modding. In stock form, it's pretty chattery and hollow, and I feel like some lubing and foam would drastically improve the sound. And yes, you can still lube optical switches as well. So let's start by taking all the keycaps off and see what's underneath all of this pudding cap goodness. Here's a good look at the PBT double shot pudding caps. Overall a pretty hefty cap, and I would say that it's about 1.4 millimeters or so, which is pretty decent. With the caps removed, you can see all the Gateron optical switches. From this view, you can't really tell that these are optical switches. The top housings look pretty much the same as a standard Gateron Yellow. However, when you remove the switch, you can see that the overall structure is completely different. Instead of having the standard KO hot swap sockets for the pins, you see these two nodes flanking this big hole in the center. As the switch stem goes in and out of this hole, it breaks the optical connection and registers a keystroke. When you look at the switch, from the top it looks like a standard Gateron switch, but flip it around, you see that it's missing the little pins that you're used to seeing. Take a closer look at how this switch operates. As you press down the stem, you can see that the stem pull peeking out of the little slot below. This is what triggers the optical sensor and registers a key press. Now let's take the switch apart. It comes off like a standard mechanical Gateron switch. When you remove the stem and the spring, you can actually see that the bottom housing is actually similar, yet at the same time different, since it's missing the leaf. When I took the stem out, I thought, is this the same stem that's in the Gateron KS3 Yellow? Then I put the stems next to each other, and I realized that it's not. The optical stem is definitely longer, but they do fit into each other's housing. I removed the plate and the PCB and filled the lower case with butyl noise isolator. This is the same stuff that goes into cars to block noise and isolate subwoofers and such. It's made up of a soft rubbery material, and the aluminum layer helps to keep it all together. And for good measure, I added another layer of shelf liner on top of everything. Then I put the plate and the PCB back in and reinstalled the lube stabilizers. For the switches, I lubed them with Krytox 205 grade 0. For the stabilizers, I used a combination of the Krytox and dielectric grease for the stabilizer bar. With all those mods, what does this thing sound like now? Yep, much better. The lubing did take care of a lot of the chatter, and noise absorber helped to reduce the hollowness. Though I do feel like the missing leaf in the optical switch makes it sound looser than the standard mechanical linear switch. Now for the speed. Everyone says that an optical switch is faster than a standard mechanical. Is it true? Let's take a look against a standard linear switch. I'm using a modified Creameron, which has a longer stem and shorter key travel. I ran 3 instances of the reaction speed tester with 5 runs each. I took the results from the individual test runs and averaged the result. For the standard linear switch, my reaction speed time was about 0.28 seconds. Now let's do the same test for the optical switch keyboard. I did the same thing and ran 3 instances of the reaction speed tester with 5 runs each. I took the results from the individual test runs and averaged the results. For the optical switch, my reaction time was about 0.26 seconds. So what's the verdict? Yes, the optical switch was actually consistently faster, about 10%. It's also pretty smooth due to less friction points versus a standard mechanical linear switch with a leaf. Would it make a difference in the real world situation? Perhaps. Will it improve my Overwatch game? Absolutely not. If you're looking to achieve the pinnacle of typing feel and sound, I would suggest you stick with a plethora of amazing standard mechanical switches out there. If you're looking for a reduced travel, fast reaction switch, and keyboard for mainly gaming and the like, the optical switch may be a good fit for you. And the MK61 keyboard is hell of a bargain, if you're willing to put in a bit of work. But at the end of the day, it will reward you with its sweet, sweet RGB rave show. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe, and I will have more content for you in the future. Thanks for watching and enjoy the clack. That's it for my take on the optical switch and the MK61. Please enjoy 15 seconds of me playing Genshin Impact.